Hello 10th class, how are you? Hope all of you are happy as well as healthy. Once again, welcome you in our chapter number 3, that is the metal and non-metal. As we have completed the properties, chemical properties as well as physical property of both metals as well as non-metals. Now, based on that, here we will learn, today we are going to start about that how these metals combine with non-metals. So let us start here. As we have learned in our lower classes, that means in 9th class, 1 to 20 elements already you have completed. From that, some of the metals, some of the non-metals as well as inert gases I have taken here. So let me see these metals and non-metals and their electronic configuration and reactivity. So chemical nature as well as electronic configuration of metal, non-metal as well as noble gases, first we will start here. Now here I have written elements, their symbol, atomic number, electronic configuration and reactivity. Now let us start from elements. First, I have taken sodium. Its atomic number symbol is represented by Na. Its atomic number is 11. If we write electronic configuration according to 2n square, that already we have learned in our lower classes, where n means what? Number of shells. Now here, if we are taking about that n means what? Here number of shells, how many shells are there? So according to that, filling of the electron will be there. How many number of shells are there? Suppose we are taking first n is equal to 1. So n square means 1 square into 2. That means what? 2 atomic number. If it is there, then it comes only in the first shell that we will learn here. So likewise, already we have done this formula, how many shells are there? So according to shells, we are writing the number of electron or distribution of the electron in systematic way in different shells. A, that is maximum 2 number of electrons can be occupied. L shell, maximum 8 electron. M shell, maximum 18. Then N 32. Like that way. So first shell, that means maximum 2 number of electrons. If second L shell, if we take 2, square of 2 is what? 4. 4 multiplied by 2, that is 8. So second shell, maximum 8 electron will be there. Third shell, 3 square. If we are taking number of shells third shell means n is equal to 3. 3 square is what? 9. Multiplied by 2, that is what? 18. So maximum 18 electron will be occupied. If we take 4 square is what? 16. So 16 multiplied by 2, that is 32. Likewise, these type of systematic arrangement of the electron will be there in different as well as these various shells. So sodium, its atomic number is 11. So first shell, that is 2 electron is here, that means duplet. If 2 electron is totally completed, that is known as a duplet is completed. Second shell, 8 electron is completed, that means what? Octet is completed. So second, third, fourth, it should be minimum 8 electrons should be there, then we say that octet is completed. So 8 electron is there. Now next, one more electron will be filled in N shell. That is what? 1 electron. Now this 1 electron is known as a valence electron because extra electron is present in outermost shell. So these electrons are known as a valence electron. So valence electron here for sodium is 1. Now reactivity, we are saying reactive metal. Why? Because outer shell has 1 electron, so sodium has tendency to lose that of 1 electron and get the stable structure Na plus ion. So that's why these type of metal, magnesium once again, I have written here atomic number magnesium is what? 12. Electronic configuration 2A2. So outer shell, how many electrons are there? 2 electrons are there. That means what? Magnesium has tendency to lose this 2 electron and form Mg2 plus. Here sodium it forms Na plus 1. Likewise, so this one also known as the reactive metal. Means what? Formation of stable structure. They lose this 2 electron. Now same way aluminum. Its atomic number is what? 13. Electronic configuration, first 2 electrons occupied, then second 8 electron goes to second orbit, then third orbit 3 electrons. Now these 3 electrons are what? Extra electrons. So aluminum has tendency to donate this 3 electrons. So aluminum 3 plus. So that's why the sodium, magnesium, aluminum, these are the reactive metals. They form the stable structure by donating 1, 2 as well as 3 electrons respectively from their outer shell. Another way, if we take once again potassium, its atomic number is what? 19. So once again 19, here 2, 8, 8, 1. Likewise filling will be there. Calcium, if you take 20 atomic number is there. 2, 8, 8 and 2. Then is cadmium. 21, 2, 8, and 3. Likewise, we will get such a type of metal and they are reactive metal. Now let us learn about this oxygen. Some non-metal I have taken here. First one, we have seen about the metal. Second one, some non-metal. So here, oxygen, chlorine, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. Such a type of non-metal I have taken from this periodic table. Now oxygen, its atomic number is what? 8. Now let us see about the electronic configuration. First orbit 2 electrons are there and second orbit is 6 electrons are there. So this oxygen has tendency to gain 2 electrons from their neighborhood and form the stable structure. That's why if it gains 2 electrons and it forms oxygen 2 minus. That is the reason we are writing O minus 2 valency. Minus 2 valency means what? It has tendency to gain this 2 electron, and if it gains the 2 electron means what? Negative charge increase. How many negative charge? 2 electrons accepted by this oxygen. That's why its charge is what? Minus 2. Now the same way here I have written fluorine. Fluorine, its atomic number is 9. First shell 2 electrons, second shell 7 electrons. Outermost shell, in order to complete their octet, if you minus from 8, so 8 minus 7 is what? 1. In order to complete its octet. जैसे यहाँ पे सोडियम को 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन चाहिए, तो उसने 8 में से 6 कट करेंगे तो 2 उसने लिए, इसमें से लिए आउटर शेल में किसी और एलिमेंट में से वो लेंगे, वो स्टेबल स्ट्रक्चर बनाएगा. तो सेम वे हियर आल्सो 8 minus 7, it will take only 1 electron from other element and it form a fluorine form minus 1 ion, stable ion. So this way these type of a non-metal they take some electron from their neighborhood and form that stable structure. Same way phosphorus, its atomic number is how much? 15. Now once again, if we are writing the electronic configuration, first shell 2 electrons, second shell 8 electrons and third shell is what? 5 electrons. Once again, in order to complete its octet, मैंने पहले भी बोला है octet means what? 8 shell, second, third, fourth shell में 8 electron होने चाहिए octet complete करने के लिए. तो 5 को कितने चाहिए 8 करने के लिए? 3 electron. So this phosphorus, how much it takes from that other element electron? Phosphorus will take 3 electrons from other element and form a P3 minus. The same way, sulfur, symbolic representation already you have done in your lower classes. Once again, I have written here sulfur denoted by S. 16 is the atomic number is here. The atomic number means what? Sum of proton as well as the electron. Sum of proton as well as the neutron are there is the atomic number. But remember, जितने proton होते हैं, the same number of electrons are there. जितना atomic number है, उतना उसमें electron होगा. That already you have done in your 9th class. That's why these things I am not repeating proton, electron. Atomic number जितना होता है that means what? उससे प्रोटॉन हो गए, जितने प्रोटॉन हो गए उतने ही इलेक्ट्रॉन हो गए. That means what? 16 is its atomic number. तो सल्फर का एटॉमिक नंबर 16 है, तो इलेक्ट्रॉन भी 16 होंगे. 2, 8, 6 outer shell containing 6 electrons. So in order to complete its octet, once again octet means what? 8 electron उसको complete चाहिए stable structure के लिए. So it will take 2 electrons from its neighborhood. That means what? Here sulfur form S-2. So this way it forms a stable structure. Let's see about the chlorine. Chlorine is a halogen atom. 17 atomic number. First shell 2 electrons, second shell 8 electrons, and third shell 7 electron is there. So in order to complete its octet, chlorine need 1 more electron. 8 में से 7 माइनस करेंगे तो you are getting 1 electron. 8 में से 6 माइनस करेंगे तो 2 electron. 8 में से 5 माइनस करेंगे तो 3 electron. So this way all these non-metals, their outer shell containing 5, 6, 7 electron, they are known as a non-metal. And if outer shell containing 1, 2, 3 electron, they are known as a metal. Remember, metal always form cation and they are reactive. Non-metal, outer shell containing 5, 6, 7 electrons and always they form anion and they also reactive element. Now let us learn about some inert gases or we are saying as a noble gases. Helium, neon, argon, krypton. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, that is the last group in periodic table, 18 group in periodic table. Let us see their symbolic representation. Helium denoted by He symbol. Now its atomic number is 2. So atomic number is 2, that means what? Its duplet. First shell is totally completed. There is no need to go in second shell. Now neon, that means what? First shell is completed. Now helium, neon, argon, their outer shell, if you observe that their shell is what? Completed. Here first shell is completed. Now in case of neon, we will learn here their outer shell is what? Completed. Now neon, it's a symbolic representation. Any neon, atomic number is 10, electronic configuration 2, 8. Okay, this one is here for neon 2, 8. Outer shell containing 8 electrons. That means what? Outer, its octet is completed. The same way argon, its atomic number is 18. First shell 2 electrons, second shell 8 electron and third shell also 8 electron is there. That means outer shell is what? Totally fully. There is no need to accept the electron. They are neither accepting the electron nor donating the electron. They are happy with their own octet, with their fully completed electrons are there. So their stable structure is there. They neither lose the electron nor gain the electron. Why? Because their octet is what? Completed. अगर आपको खाना खूब खाया है, आपका पेट भरा हुआ है, तो neither you are taking that anything from anyone or nor you are donating something. Likewise here also these type of noble metals, they neither donate the electron nor accept the electron. They are happy with their own octet because their octet duplet, all these are the completed in their orbit. So they neither lose the electron nor donate the electron. So this way they are non-reactive. That means what? They are unreactive and that's why they are known as the noble or inert metal. Inert gases also we are saying, noble gases are noble metals. Why we are saying? Because they never react with anyone. That is the reason all these are written in a monoatomic form. Remaining all that we are writing gases as a diatomic. Oxygen we are writing diatomic form. Chlorine we are writing diatomic form like di, tri, tetra. This way we are writing. But these noble metals are noble gases, always inert gases. We are saying They always in monoatomic, written as a monoatomic form. Now here we have seen about the chemical nature as well as the electronic configuration. So from this we have seen that these are the metals are reactive, non-metals are reactive, but these are not noble metals are inert gases, they are unreactive elements. Now this metal reacts with a non-metal. How they react, and in between that some strong attractive force is present. Due to that some bond formation takes place, and that bond is known as the ionic bond. So here we will learn about how these metals as well as non-metals combine together. Now here, just now I shown here, sodium, outer shell is what? 1 electron is here. Actually 2, 8, 1. Outer shell containing 1 electron. Now this 1 electron is responsible for donation or acceptance. Outer shell electron are responsible for the donation or acceptation of the electron, gaining as well as the donation done from this outer shell. Now sodium, it has tendency to form sodium ion in order to make the stable structure. सोडियम अगर क्लोरीन के सामने जाता है तो सोडियम के पास एक एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन है और वो एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन क्लोरीन के पास जाएगा तो ये एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन किसको देगा? सोडियम क्लोरीन को देगा, एंड इट फॉर्म ये 1 प्लस जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है यहाँ पे किसको दिया उसने? एक इलेक्ट्रॉन क्लोरीन को दिया, एंड इट फॉर्म इन बिटवीन दैट स्ट्रॉन्ग फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन प्रेजेंट इन बिटवीन दिस कैटायन एंड एनायन, and that strong force of attraction is known as the ionic bond, and such type of compound is known as the ionic compound. So let us learn what do you mean by ionic bond and what do you mean by ionic compound. Now generally metal they form cation, remember, and non-metal they form anion. In between cation and anion some strong force of attraction is present, and that is called ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Okay, in between metal and non-metal, metal always form cation, non-metal always form anion. The sharing of the number of electrons from metal towards the non-metal, transfer of the number of electron, not sharing, remember this metal always transfer the number of electron towards the non-metal, and due to that some strong force of attraction is present in between metal and non-metal, that is called ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond, that means what? Here we are showing the number of electron. I have shown here. I will show you how to write down the ionic bond in between this metal and non-metal, and how we will solve here. So how these type of ionic compound is formed. Now the compounds in which chemical bond is present, such as the ionic bond, such a type of compounds are known as the ionic compound. So ionic compounds are those compounds in which the ionic bond is present in between metal and non-metal, and such type of compounds are known as the ionic compound. Remember, in ionic compounds, one is the metal, another one is the non-metal. Metal has extra electron in outermost shell, non-metal has some less electron in outermost shell. So metal transfer its electron to non-metal, and in between that some bond is formed, some strong attractive force is formed, and that is called electrovalent bond or ionic bond. And these type of compounds are quite stronger or rigid compounds, so that we will see in their property. So is it clear what do you mean by ionic bond? Once again I repeat this definition of ionic bond. Metal generally form cation, non-metal they form anion. cation and anion, they linked with a strong attractive force, and that is called ionic bond. We are saying is the electrovalent bond. So this is the definition. This one is known as the ionic bond as well as the electrovalent bond. N plus 1 is the charges here, whatever charge, 1, 2, 3, like that way, metal. X is what? Non-metal. And both are linked with a strong attractive force when this electron is transferred from a metal to non-metal. So that is shown here, ionic bond. And such type of compounds are known as the ionic compounds. समझ में आ रहा है? That means what? मेटल को कैपेसिटी होती है, किसकी कैपेसिटी होती है? इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करने की, और नॉन मेटल को कैपेसिटी एबिलिटी होती है इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट करने की या इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करने की। और मेटल क्या करता है? इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करता है, इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसफर करता है नॉन मेटल की तरफ से, और इन बिटवीन जब बॉन्ड फॉर्म होता है, स्ट्रॉन्ग अट्रैक्टिव फोर्स प्रोड्यूस होता है इन बिटवीन मेटल एंड नॉन मेटल, तो उसको क्या बोला जाता है? आयोनिक बॉन्ड. So let us learn ionic bond formation in sodium and chlorine. Directly I have written here sodium and chlorine. Next time, sodium is a metal. Remember, in ionic compound, left side is always cation, right side is water, anion. Cation always comes from metal, anion always comes from non-metal. Now first step you have to write down. Suppose if somebody asks you, show that ionic bond formation are electrovalent bond in between sodium in sodium chloride. So how to show it? So let us understand here. Sodium atomic number is how much? 11. Once again, electronic configuration you have to write down K, L, M, N. N is not written. Why? Because not necessary here. Sodium first shell 2 electrons are there, second shell 8 electrons, and third shell is what? 1 electron is there. Now this 1 electron is responsible for that electron dot structure. यहाँ पे जो बाहर के शेल में जो इलेक्ट्रॉन होगा वही यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन डॉट स्ट्रक्चर में दिखाया जाएगा. क्लोरीन इस एटॉमिक नंबर 17 है, तो फर्स्ट शेल 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन, सेकंड 8 एंड थर्ड शेल इज व्हाट? 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन. नाउ ये बाहर के शेल में हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर देयर? 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो ये जो बाहर के शेल वाले इलेक्ट्रॉन है वही हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे शो किए हैं दोनों के, मेटल एज वेल एज नॉन मेटल के लिए. नाउ सोडियम का आउटर शेल हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन इज देयर? 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन. सो सोडियम आई हैव शोन हियर एंड डॉट. डॉट का मतलब क्या है? यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन डॉट स्ट्रक्चर भी बोला जाएगा इसको. If somebody asks you, show the electron dot structure or ionic bond formation or electrovalent structure bond formation in case of sodium chloride, both in all the cases answer remaining the same. Now electron dot structure I have shown sodium के लिए +1, यहाँ पे जो 1 डॉट करके दिखाया है. क्लोरीन के आउटर शेल में how many electrons are there? 7 electrons are there. Now this 7 electron I have shown by this cross sign. क्रॉस करके मैंने शो किया है. Now this 7 electron I have shown here. अलग क्यों दिखाया? क्योंकि ये मेटल है, ये नॉन मेटल है. If you want to write dot then also okay, but if you are showing by separate symbol representation, it is quite easier to understand for you. That's why I have written here. So यहाँ पे क्लोरीन के जो इलेक्ट्रॉन बताए 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन, it is denoted by cross sign. क्लोरीन के 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन आउटर शेल वाले I have shown here. Now in order to complete its octet, सोडियम क्या करेगा? 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन इसको देगा क्लोरीन, एंड क्लोरीन क्या करेगा? 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन कहाँ से लेगा? सोडियम से, और उसका ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. दैट मीन्स व्हाट? सोडियम का 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसफर होता है क्लोरीन में. सोडियम क्या फॉर्म करेगा? स्टेबल स्ट्रक्चर Na+ आयन. क्लोराइड ने 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन लिया. See here, look at here, that chloride you have shown here 7 electron plus 1 dot. I have shown here this 1 dot. It is taken from this sodium. That's why I have written NCl-. This way, this bond is known as the ionic bond. This way the bond formation takes place in between cation and anion. Now this cation is also a stable structure, anion also stable structure, while a formation of this electrovalent bond or ionic bond. So ये जो bond है उसको क्या बोलेंगे हम? Electrovalent bond और ionic bond. That means what? अगर आप अभी इसका स्ट्रक्चर देंगे Na प्लस इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन देखेंगे तो यहाँ से ये इलेक्ट्रॉन, दिस वन इज द एटॉमिक मॉडल, 9th class is not necessary, but as per your information I have drawn for the sodium chloride. Sodium already we have seen 11 electrons are there. So first K shell 2 electron are shown, second L shell 8 electron, and third one M shell how many? 1 electron is present in the outermost shell. Now in case of chlorine, chlorine का ये सोडियम का है और ये क्या है, किसका है? क्लोरीन का है. This one is for chlorine and this one is for sodium. Now remember, here chlorine first 2 electron, second chlorine 8 electron, and third one is the 7 electron. दोनों को क्या है? स्टेबल स्ट्रक्चर बनाने का. तो ये जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है क्लोरीन कहाँ पे जाएगा, कहाँ पे जाएगा? सोडियम का 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, कहाँ पे जाएगा? क्लोरीन के पास जाएगा. एंड इट फॉर्म सोडियम आयन एंड इट फॉर्म क्लोराइड आयन दिस वे. That means what? Now if you want to write down the electronic configuration of the sodium ion and chloride ion, you are writing here 2, 8 and here 2, 8 and the 8. Electronic configuration after the transferring this number of electrons. That means what? Electronic configuration of sodium plus 1 ion. I have written here. Electronic configuration of chloride ion. I have written here 2, 8, 8. That means what? Now this one is a stable structure. That means the outer shell, valence shell is completed. Their octet is completed. 2, 8. 8 means what? The octet is completed. Here 2, 8, 8. The octet is completed. So while transferring the number of electrons from metal to non-metal, whatever the compound is formed is what? Ionic compound. एक metal होगा, दूसरा non-metal होगा, और ऐसे टाइप के compound को क्या बोलेंगे? Ionic compound. Let us see more example related to this one. Because in exam time generally they will ask you show that ionic bond formation in between potassium chloride, sodium, magnesium iodide, sodium chloride likewise. They will give you some ionic compound and you have to show this ionic bond formation. So remember first you have to remember their atomic number. Generally 1 to 20 element, you are knowing that atomic number, so you have to write down symbolic representation. First step, their atomic number, below is then third step you have to write down the electronic configuration, and fourth step you have to show electron dot structure, and then finally in electron dot structure you have to show the transfer of number of electrons, and last step you have to show the dot in between, the bond formation in between cation and anion. This way you have to do in all these type of compounds. So let us learn more example based on. Now second example we are taking about this potassium chloride. Potassium, its atomic number is what? 19. Chlorine, its atomic number is what? 17. Now here potassium chloride. Potassium, its an atomic number 19. Once again go on writing the electronic configuration element shell. All the 4 shell I have written because the 19 atomic number is there. So 2, 8, 8 and 1. Now chloride, once again if you write down the electronic configuration 2, 8, 7. So outermost shell, how many electrons are there? Here in case of potassium 1 electron is there, and in case of chloride 7 electrons are there. Now these 7 electrons are responsible for this bond formation. Here 1 electron is responsible. You are showing only this outer shell electron in this bond formation. So potassium के एक इलेक्ट्रॉन जो बाहर के शेल में है, तो we are writing here potassium का एक इलेक्ट्रॉन I have written here. तो K ओनली डॉट मैंने शो किया, एक ही डॉट शो किया क्योंकि आउटर शेल में एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन है। क्लोरीन का क्रॉस लाइन से मैंने इलेक्ट्रॉन शो किया है, ब्लू कलर की क्रॉस लाइन इन 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, तो आई हैव शोन हियर 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन। नाउ पोटेशियम को स्टेबल स्ट्रक्चर बनाने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा, एक जो उसका एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो डोनेट करना पड़ेगा किसको, क्लोरीन को। तो पोटेशियम एक इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करता है क्लोरीन को एंड इट फॉर्म दिस टाइप ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर। एंड क्लोरीन क्या करेगा, गेन करेगा एक इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम पोटेशियम। तो पोटेशियम ने ट्रांसफर किया इलेक्ट्रॉन किसको, क्लोरीन को, एंड क्लोरीन ने क्या किया, गेन किया एक इलेक्ट्रॉन। एंड इन बिटवीन जो बॉन्ड फॉर्म हुआ वो आयोनिक बॉन्ड होगा, या उसको दूसरा नाम क्या देते हैं, इलेक्ट्रोवैलेंट बॉन्ड। That means what, by the transferring the number of electron from metal to non-metal, bond is formed in between metal and non-metal, and that bond is known as the ionic bond. K ने एक इलेक्ट्रॉन दिया इसलिए +1 चार्ज है, क्लोरीन ने एक इलेक्ट्रॉन एक गेन किया इसलिए उसका Cl- चार्ज है। Is it clear? So this way you have to write. Let us take furthermore example of magnesium fluoride, MgCl2. As we have learned how to write down the chemical formula, I have written here MgCl2. Now magnesium, its atomic number is 12. So electronic configuration, magnesium first you have to write down 12, chlorine atomic number is 7. That is the third step I have written. Electronic configuration EC. Here K, L, M and shell I have not written, so don't bother, you have to write it. K 2 electrons, M L 8 electron, M 2 electron is there. Now in this case once again K, L, M. So K shell how many electrons are there? 2 electrons. M shell K, L, M and the N is the vacant. Here also K, M and the K, L and the M. So this way I have not written here, I have shown here, but because of that space I have not written, but you are knowing K is the first shell, L is the second shell, M is the third shell and N is the shell. So I have written electronic configuration as chlorine is repeated, same, first also we have seen chlorine, second also we have seen chlorine, and third also containing chlorine. Now look here, magnesium is outermost shell, 2 electron is there. This 2 electron I have shown here by this dot sign. मैग्नीशियम के साथ में क्लोरीन आएगा, एक क्लोरीन तो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन लेगा, उसका स्टेबल स्ट्रक्चर बनाएगा, दूसरा क्लोरीन भी यू हैव टू शो हियर। आई हैव शो 2 क्लोरीन एटम, 2 क्लोराइड आयन आई हैव शोन हियर। व्हाई? बिकॉज मैग्नीशियम के आउटर शेल में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन है? 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, तो वो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन किसको देगा? 2 क्लोरीन एटम को, 2 क्लोराइड आयन को देगा। दैट मीन्स व्हाट है, 2 क्लोरीन आपको लिखना पड़ेगा, उसके आउटर शेल में 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन शो करने पड़ेंगे, और एक मैग्नीशियम का इलेक्ट्रॉन ये क्लोराइड पे जाएगा और दूसरा मैग्नीशियम का आउटर शेल का इलेक्ट्रॉन कहाँ पे जाएगा? ये क्लोराइड के पास जाएगा। एंड यू आर गेटिंग द बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन इन बिटवीन MgCl and the MgCl. If you want to write down Cl this side, then also okay, but this bond formation will be there. So whenever we are writing, always we are writing the chemical formula of magnesium fluoride is what? MgCl2. Then only it forms the stable structure. So already you have done how to write down the chemical formula or chemical equation about different types of compounds, ionic compound we have done in 9th class, how to write down लेफ्ट साइड हमेशा मेटल आता है, राइट साइड हमेशा क्या आता है? नॉन मेटल आता है। और जितनी भी वैलेंसी होती है, वैलेंसी को क्रिस क्रॉस रूल से हम लोग क्या करते हैं? क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन करके वी आर राइटिंग द कंपाउंड। सो हियर मैग्नीशियम कम क्लोराइड, दिस वे द ionic bond formation will take place. Next example given for sodium oxide. Sodium, once again repeated, is there 11 electronic configuration 2, 8, 1, K shell, L shell, N shell. Oxygen 8 atomic number is there. First shell how many electron is there? 2. Second shell 6 electrons is there. Now in order to complete it, sodium oxide. So always its chemical formula is what? Na2O. That means what? Here you have to take two sodium atom and show the outermost electron. Outermost electron 1 is there. You have to show by this way. Electron dot structure I have taken this outermost electron. तो जितने भी इलेक्ट्रॉन हम शो कर रहे हैं वो आउटर मोस्ट वाले इलेक्ट्रॉन शो करेंगे. ना सोडियम के आउटर शेल में 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, ऑक्सीजन के आउटर शेल में 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन है. दे आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दिस बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन. तो सोडियम क्या करेगा? दो आउटर शेल में 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन किसको देगा? ऑक्सीजन को. बट ऑक्सीजन को तो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन की जरूरत है, उसका ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट करने के लिए 6 है और उसको 2 चाहिए, यानी दूसरा भी सोडियम उसके कांटेक्ट में आएगा और एक और इलेक्ट्रॉन देगा तो ये ऑक्सीजन का ऑक्टेट बाहर वाला शेल कंप्लीट होगा. दैट मीन्स व्हाट? सोडियम 2 सोडियम एटम हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे लिए. सोडियम 1 electron donate from this sodium, another electron donate from this atom, and in between that bond will be formed and that bond is known as the ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Now this structure is a stable structure. This way one can show that the ionic bond formation in between cation and the anion. Last, there are so many examples of the ionic compound. You can take it, but generally they are asking you such a type of example. Repeatedly they will ask you such a type of magnesium oxide बहुत बार पूछा गया है, सोडियम क्लोराइड, पोटेशियम, MgCl2, ये बहुत बार रिपीटेड एग्जाम्पल पूछे गए हैं बोर्ड के एग्जाम में. So this way you have to write down that electron bond structure in between, ionic bond structure in between metal and non-metal. Now here next one is what? Magnesium oxide. Now this MgO, magnesium oxide. Magnesium its atomic number is 12. Oxygen its atomic number is 8. Now next step I have written electronic configuration E2H2. Kl M shell में 2 electron. Now this 2 electron is responsible for this donation of this electron. Transferring के लिए ये 2 electron. Now ऑक्सीजन के बाहर के शेल में कितने हैं? 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन है. Now यहाँ पे देने वाला कौन रहेगा? मेटल. मेटल्स ऑलवेज डोनर एंड इलेक्ट्रॉन कहाँ पे जाएंगे? नॉन मेटल की तरफ जाएंगे. मेटल से नॉन मेटल की तरफ 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन जाएंगे तो इसका भी ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. तो यू कैन सी हियर I have shown here this 2 electron is donated from magnesium towards this non-metal oxygen and it form Mg plus 2 ion and it form oxygen. Bond is here. So always oxygen क्या double bond form करता है? Remember, because oxygen it has tendency to accept 2 electron. Nitrogen triple bond form करता है. Remember, क्योंकि नाइट्रोजन 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन लेगा उसका ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट करने के लिए, ऑक्सीजन 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन लेगा उसका ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट करने के लिए. हेलोजन एटम है 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन लेंगे उसका बाहर का ऑक्टेट मीन्स व्हाट? आउटर शेल. Which is the for second, third, fourth, 8 electron should be there. For first, it should be 2 electron will be there. So this way one can show the ionic bond and such type of compounds. ये जितने भी compounds लिखे हैं, they are called ionic compounds. Now let us learn the properties of these type of ionic compounds. Ionic compounds तो कैसे form होते हैं वो हम लोगों ने देख लिया. Now look at the properties of the ionic compound. ये जिसमें भी ionic bond formation होता है वो physical state is what? Solid state. So ionic compound, their physical state is what? First, solid state. Their property I am writing here, solid state. Then second property, their melting point and boiling point of ionic compound is what? High. melting point as well as boiling point of these type of ionic compound is what high, except ammonium chloride. Remember, ammonium chloride, 9th class you might be done that ammonium chloride is sublime substance. It immediately convert from solid to gaseous state. So it's melting. Exceptional cases, remaining all the ionic compound, their melting point is what high. Number 3. Their aqueous solution of ionic compound is what? Good conductor of electricity. Remember, aqueous, I am using what? Aqueous solution of ionic compound is good conductor of electricity. Not as such. Okay, so based on that one, activities are also given. You connect the circuit. Okay, take water, put 2 electrodes, and then you connect this 2 electrodes with the battery. Now, if you pass the current through the battery, then what happens? Bulb, you add small LED bulb or small LED light. Small bulb you can take it. But as you connect the circuit, pass the electron through it, pass the current through it, through battery, bulb will not glow. But as such, you are adding small amount of any one of the salts such as the sodium chloride, you are adding inside it and mix it properly inside the water, then immediately bulb will start glowing from it. Bulb will glow. That shows, that means what? Aqueous solution of ionic compound is what? Good conductor of electricity. Not as such a solid form, but aqueous solution. Now, 4th stage, solubility. So these type of ionic compound is what? Soluble in water. ये किसमें soluble होते हैं? पानी में soluble होते हैं. But remember, they are insoluble in organic solvent. So these type of ionic compound, they are soluble in water, but insoluble in organic solvent. Organic solvent कोई भी ले सकते हो, मिथेनॉल, इथेनॉल, केरोसिन, पेट्रोल, ये सभी क्या है? Organic solvent है. If you take a small spoon of NaCl, sodium chloride, common salt पानी में डिसोल्व हो जाता है, बराबर? Solubility है. NaCl क्या है? Ionic compound. It is soluble in water. But if you take a small amount of NaCl and try to dissolve in 100 ml of kerosene, you go on dissolving, it will not dissolve. That means what? This sodium chloride is soluble in water. Water is what? Polar. Because it contains hydrogen and oxygen, that we will learn. Polar bond, polar, that 4th chapter we will learn here about that afterward. But that is in polar solvent it is soluble, but in case of organic solvent these type of ionic compounds are insoluble. So organic solvent में आप कोई भी solvent ले सकते हो, मिथेनॉल, एसीटोन, पेट्रोल, डीजल, केरोसिन, all these are the organic solvent बोला जाएगा. So that we will learn in organic chemistry. So such a type of ionic compounds are insoluble in organic compound but soluble in water. So these 4 properties of ionic compound you have to remember. First property, their existence, physical state, they are solid in nature. Number 2, they are quite hard. ये easy नहीं है break करना. Sodium chloride है, तो in between that bond formation in between sodium and chloride is what? A stronger bond compared to covalent bond. दूसरा चैप्टर में आएगा covalent bond. तो covalent bond के कंपेयर में ionic bond क्या होता है? Stronger होता है. So they are hard in nature, but they exist in solid state. Number 2, I shown their melting point, boiling point is what? High. Exceptional cases, ammonium chloride. Then third point you have to remember. Third property generally they will ask you in 5 marks. If they will ask you the properties as well as the ionic bond formation, they can ask you in 3 marks as well as 5 marks. Likewise they will ask you combined question. Third physical property is what? Aqueous solution of these type of ionic compound is what? Good conductor of electricity. Aqueous का मतलब ये पानी में डिसॉल्व किया हुआ ये आयोनिक कंपाउंड होगा तो वो इलेक्ट्रोलाइट की तरह वर्क करेगा. सिंपली सॉलिड में से अगर आपने कॉमन सॉल्ट लिया है और 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन पास करके कॉमन सॉल्ट में से पास करोगे तो बल्ब विल नॉट ग्लो. But if you dissolve this common salt in water, then this acts as an electrolyte. Then electron can be flow through that type of solution and it acts as a good conductor of electricity. And fourth property is what? Solubility. They are water soluble. Ionic compounds are what? Water soluble, but insoluble in organic solvents. So here we have completed about the ionic bond as well as ionic compound, how the bond formation take place, as well as what are the physical property of these type of ionic compounds. So make the stronger bonding in between you yourself as well as with a teacher as well as a student. Bonding should be strong. So whatever the doubts you can clear easily with your teacher. Anyway, have a good day and learn all the things properly. Write down all these short notes in your CW and write down in text as well as the final exercise question answer in your pen.